So what we'd like to do now is like to play exactly what Charles Barkley had to say about the NBA choosing to basically, get rid of that show and get rid of Warner Brothers, and then the NBA players going along with it. So I want to play that for you now, and I'm going to come back and react to this comment. Take a listen to what Charles Barkley had to say here.
How did we get to this point?
Money. The money's just gotten so astronomical, and the owners they need this money to pay these players, and the fans are the big loser, but they need this money to pay the players. Dan, I was telling some friends of mine, you know how old I am? I remember the first time an NBA player made $1 million, we were going around the locker room high-fiving each other. And I'm talking like, I'm in the locker room with Dr. J, Moses, Maurice Cheeks, Andrew Toney, Clement Johnson, all these guys. We can't, and this was like 86, 87, I think. The first time an NBA player made $1 million. We were high, they're like, we can't believe it. And now $1 million, that's per diem.
Your boss at TNT probably didn't help the cause when he said that we don't need the NBA. So I wonder what the priority was with the NBA. Like, we want it, but we want it at a certain price?
Yeah, there's been a lot of talk about that, to be honest with you. Did they have something to do with it? Not really, because we did say we would match. So yeah, but they didn't give us an opportunity. What I really think happened was, because they bought in another partner, this was a last-ditch cash grab by the NBA and the players. That's why I think they signed an 11-year deal. So they're like, hey, let's get as much money as we possibly can right now. This is going to be our last bite of the apple, because TNT, ABC, ESPN, they're not going to pay more money going forward. That's why I think they're like, hey, you know what? Let's get in bed. And I'm not blaming, because I love Adam. Hey, let's get in bed with the streaming, because they're going to be the only people who can afford us in 11 years.
So you heard what Charles Barkley had to say about that. What are my thoughts on this? The NBA wanting to make more money on this product, I think, is a natural thing. I think all of us want to make more, want to improve more, you want to earn more as time goes on, right? So the NBA certainly wanted to do that, and they did just that, right? They did just that. They found a way to triple their revenue over the next 11 years. So kudos to the NBA, right? Kudos to the NBA. They wanted to make more money. The wrinkle here is really them deciding not to go with Warner Brothers after they matched the offer. That's the part where things get complicated. And as you guys know, Warner Brothers is going to be suing the NBA. They're going to be suing them, and they're going to go to court, and that's going to be something entirely different. So that's the strange part about this. But the NBA and the league wanted to make more money, I think, is something that every business usually wants to do, right? Now, it changes the dynamic, because now if you want some of these games, you're going to have to sign up to Amazon. Now, what's interesting is, and someone in the comment section pointed this out to me, he said, if you already use Amazon, if you already have an Amazon account, you already get Prime. So you already have access to it, which was something that was unclear to me. But let me tell you what Amazon is going to be getting in this deal, which they're paying $1.8 billion for. Amazon is going to be getting an NBA conference final every other year, Thursday night games once the NFL season ends, weekly Friday or Saturday night games all season long, Emirates in-season tournament, early round playoff games similar to NBA TV's current package, international rights, unspecified WNBA package. Now, the interesting part about this deal is this. It says weekly Friday or Saturday night games all season long. So if you want to partake and watch those games, you're going to need to be using Amazon. Now, I have access to all the games because I watch them on NBA.com. I paid for the season subscription that renews every year, so I get to watch all the games. I can watch the Olympic games and all. I just go to NBA.com, and that's where I watch it. They charge me, I think, it's $100 and something a year. I forgot what the price is, but that's what I pay, right? So that's where I watch all the games. But the NBA wants to move its revenue forward, and I can almost envision the players being a part of it in terms of them wanting to make it happen. Right. And, this is business. This is just what it is. Sometimes they're going to prioritize money over fans. Now, Here's the important part to pay attention to. Should a business want to grow its revenue and make money? I think yes. I don't see anything wrong with that. I think, however, one thing has to be at the center of all of it, which is, number one, in this case, the fan experience and the product itself. If you want to increase your revenues while diluting the product or promoting or selling an inferior product, then we have problems.